Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another build for you in The Sims 4, and this time I am building an art gallery using only the base game. So this is the 13th installment of my Building Newcrest series, and this is my third or fourth community lot, something like that. But I felt like building an art gallery, and I thought this would be a fun addition to the town. So far my Newcrest town has been kind of more of a small town, Midwestern kind of vibe to it, or just suburban. And I thought this would be a good addition to it because I feel like a lot of suburban towns or places in the Midwest have like a little art studio or art gallery that people can pop by, and I don't know, and it's fun to use in The Sims too because you can just go there on like dates or have your Sims view it if they're like an art person. I don't know, it's a useful lot, so I wanted to add it in. In terms of vibe, I was kind of picturing this used to be like an old mechanic shop or an old store or something that got converted into the art gallery, because I feel like that happens quite often in real life. People will take and renovate an old shop or something and then turn it into a studio, art gallery, whatever, and do that. And then I also kind of wanted it to look similar to the lots I had built previously, so that bar/restaurant and then the gym, they kind of have that more square flat roof look to them. So wanted it to be kind of cohesive with them, so that's why it's kind of shaped this way. But yeah, in terms of what's in the lot, or on the lot I should say, there is the main gallery part. There's an entryway where I picture people would stop in and greet the front desk person and then walk in and go into the gallery or the studio or whatever they're gonna do. And then so there's that, the front desk, the gallery, and then there's a studio part where either you can kind of use your imagination here if you're going to be using this a lot, but a lot of places have either in-house artist or a space where people can come in and take classes or something like that. So that room you can kind of interpret the way you want, but I added that in. There's a studio with a still life setup. There's a couple easels and things. So that's there. That's probably my favorite part of the build, honestly. I like the little studio. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to get the front desk area kind of set up. I added this in just because every single studio I've ever been to or been a part of, there's always a front desk that is there just to make sure nobody's going in and gonna ransack the exhibit or do God knows what, because people love just they're somebody spent hours and hours on this painting or sculpture. What if I just went in and broke it? They love doing stuff like that. I don't know why. People are just kind of evil like that. So I felt like it was necessary to add the front desk. So I added that there. There's a computer. I had a phone and little business cards up there eventually. But I built that area out, and this whole gallery is kind of black and yellow themed, and then the big white walls, just because I don't know. I feel like every gallery, it's either a tan color or a white for the walls, just because you want the art to pop. So I didn't want to put anything too loud. Yeah. In terms of the exhibit and what pieces I'm putting up, I chose to do for some unknown reason in the base game, there is a crap ton of pieces of art that are jazz themed. Nothing against jazz, but there's a ton of jazz pieces. So I added those in, and I'm picturing in my head that's their showcase exhibit for the month. They had a bunch of artists who are inspired by jazz musicians, and they're just putting their art up. So that's why there's so many jazz pieces, and because there's so many in the base game for some reason. I do use these in my builds, but why is there so many? It's oh, all right, I don't know. I think Newcrest is supposed to be, not Newcrest, Willow Creek's supposed to be kind of almost New Orleans-y themed a little bit. I don't really know what the theme is there, but I could kind of see why they'd have this, but I don't know. Anyway, and then I add in the other paintings too, just because obviously the exhibit would have more than just the the showcase typically. So added that in and kind of just filling it out right now. So at first I just had it on that side, it was gonna be a smaller kind of exhibit and then have an open area, but I go in and add another side to the gallery because I feel like it needed to be a bit more spread out. and I feel like it fills the space a bit better if it's the gallery and not just like some like, you know, a bunch of seats, because like God knows what would you even be doing in here if you're just sitting around, there's nothing to look at. So I extend the gallery a little bit later, you'll see, but right now I'm just kind of figuring out the placement for all these jazz pieces because there's so many for some reason. But yeah, I do like them. I really like the one that's like facing with the dude. I like that one. I really like that one a lot, and I don't know why. I also like the set of three. That one's nice. I don't know. Anyway, moving over to like the studio part. So I put a bunch of easels up, and then I build out like a custom still life. Yeah, that's kind of it. And I put some like canvases and like an easel rack and things like that in there, and then like the artist tray, whatever that thing is called. I never remember, but yeah. I remember in college, I took a still life class or a drawing class. That we had to draw still lifes every week. Oh God, I hated that class. So like, I studied graphic design, and like part of our like prerequisites to get done with like the everything, you have to take all like the more like hands-on classes that aren't digital, and drawing was one of them. My God, I hated that class. It was mainly just because the instructor was bad and like did not give people enough time to, you know, draw, because it's like we were drawing these massive like drawings every single week, and like we would be in the studio for 4 or 5 hours a day on top of our other more like hands-on classes, and it was horrible. Like, and it's like I love drawing, like I used to at least, and like it was just bad. Like everybody in there were like talented artists, and we were just all struggling. It was so bad. But like I guess it's just part of the process. And like it was always some bullshit we had to draw. Like she'd bring in some like weird stuffed animals, or like just like such intricate things. And like mind you, this is like a class that like a lot of people took as this like an elective sometimes. Because like I remember there's a nurse girl in there. She's like, oh, it's my senior year, I wanted to take something fun. Oh man, I felt so bad for that girl. That class was so hard. And like I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm like some like a brilliant drawer or anything, or like I take my time, but like, oh my God, it was so bad. Like everybody in there everybody was talented, and it's just like, man, that class was terrible. If you're an art major in college, bless you, man, because oh my, good luck. That is intensive. But yeah, because I remember I had that class, I had a graphic design class, and then I had like kind of an intro to all art type whatever class. 3 like hands-on class where you had to actually do like projects. Ugh. And that one lady thought like we were just like in her class was like the only studio we were taking. It's like, lady, we are all art majors. Like this is crazy. You're expecting 7 hours a day from us in here when we have other things on top of other classes too. Like I had an English class that semester as well. My God, and like that class was also bad because the lady, it was a theater class. I'm not a big theater person. Like I just like in general, like nothing against it. That's just not something I've been into. But she would make us go to local theater stuff on like weekends and stuff, and be part of our grade, and just like, I don't know. These people just thought like that their class was our only class, and it's like, my God, I have like things I gotta do. Like, you know, eat and sleep and go to the dining hall when it's still open. I don't know. My university had such weird hours when it came to like the dining halls and stuff. And like for some reason, my freshman year, freshmen were not allowed to dine at one part of the university. And like that was the one that was always open late. So it's like I ended up ordering like Papa John's like every week because I needed like leftover food to eat because everything would close by the time I was out of my studio. I don't know. Absolutely, like, no. Like, my freshman year of college, I would never wish that upon anybody. On top of everything else that happened that year, too. I'm good. I am good. Anyway, back to the actual build. I just finished up the inside for the most part. Heading to the outside, I'm gonna build, like, a patio area with some, like, outdoor seating where people could, like, I don't know, grill out or something, or hang out, chat, make a friend even. But did that. I added like this yellowish stone texture just because like I liked it, and I thought it kind of fit the vibe of the gallery, art center, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, because here's the thing. In The Sims, there's an art center, which is in City Living, but I can't call it that because it's the base game. So it's an art gallery, technically. I don't know. I don't think anyone really cares either. So, whatever. I had these, like, yellow umbrella, table, whatever. I added those in. I added a grill. And then I eventually add, like, this big mural piece you'll see in a second. I thought this would be, like, some, like, wall art type thing. Because, like, I think a lot of galleries have that, too. Like, they'll have, like, a mural outside. Because it's cool. I don't know. There's, like, a place in the city I live in where, like, there's, like, a bunch of, like, really cool murals. And I wish I could take a picture in without doxing myself. But, yeah. I'm a big fan of murals, and like every time I visit like big cities, that's like one of my favorite things to see, like the graffiti and stuff that people do, just because I don't know, it's neat, and like it's a cool art form that people don't appreciate, so it's just neat to kind of see it. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else like specific with this build that's like really whatever. I'm kind of closing it out right now. So right now, this is like the entryway. I kind of went back and forth like 15 times trying to figure out what I wanted to do here. But I ended up with this. So there's like a table out front where I pictured like there'd be like flyers for like, I don't know, like concerts and shows, like people needing jobs or whatever. And then I put like a tea station or whatever that is. And then like a sign-in book. There's like business cards. And then I had some seating just because like I need to fill the space out a bit more. I originally had couches and chairs, but it just didn't look quite like right. I don't know. It just didn't look good. I don't know. I just didn't like it. So I added these in, and I thought it looked a bit more fun. So added those in. It kind of fills out the space a bit more, and I just like it better. So I kept that in. But that's kind of it for the interior. I mean, I built all the bathrooms. The bathrooms aren't very fun. It's a bathroom. It's a sink and a toilet. So very, very, very fun stuff right here. But yeah, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want. I hope your day is going well, or weekend, weekday, whenever you're reviewing this. But yeah, I have work tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it because I never look forward to work. Because who wants to go to work? But that's what I'm going to be doing. Going to cook dinner in a little bit here, and then chill for the rest of the night. I don't know. I feel like I didn't do anything productive. I went thrifting yesterday and found a couple of like cool things. I found like an Ursula from Ariel mug, some of my pencils in that. And then I found a couple of like cute sweaters because I've been trying to find some new ones because the ones I have currently are kind of bleh. So got some of those. I got like a cute pink one. I've been trying so hard to find like a pink ombre-ish one, but I have not found any because they're all cropped. Who is cropping sweaters? Stop cropping them. I'm cold. That's why I'm buying the sweater. Why is it cropped? Also, I live in the Midwest. Why do we have cropped sweaters everywhere? Who's wearing these? It's not me. So, no offense to people who wear cropped sweaters. No offense. But why are we doing that? I'm trying to be warm and not freeze because it's like always cold here. I think it's supposed to snow again where I'm at. I'm not looking forward to it because I don't like driving in it. So, yippee! Anyway, closing out the build here, adding in these cars like at the parking lot, put in like the whatever sculptures, and that's kind of it. I'll take you into the build here in a second, and we can kind of take a look at the build a little closer. Alright, so here's the entry, or like the outside. Got these llamas, the elephants, got the parking, got the sign, everything. If we go into the entryway here, we've got the front desk and like this fancy little setup. I imagine these are like awards over here that they've gotten. And then you got the big yellow door that I like. You got this, and then this stuff right here, some tables, kind of an entryway. And if we go into here, go into here, got the jazz exhibit. So we got the painting I like. We've got these other ones over here. Got the one with 3 dudes here. Oops, clicking the wrong button. And we got those ones over here. That's kind of that over there. More over here as well. And then we've got the actual studio part. So I don't know where the big thing went. Anyway, that's there. And then the easel set up, the easel racks, drawings. I don't know, it's a studio. And if we head back out this way, we've got like kind of like the in-between area. So we got the Andy Warhol looking sloth guys, and then we got 2 bathrooms here, a little rest area, flowers, and then we got the outside. We've got some tables, we got the big mural, and that's kind of it. There's some chess tables, telescope, grill, but that is kind of it. If you're interested in downloading this slot, it is called Base Game Art Gallery on the gallery, and it is under my gallery ID, which is The Threat of Joy. That has a lot of the word gallery. Anyway, feel free to download if you want to. If you don't, not a big deal. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Try and hit 10 subs, so that'd be awesome if we could do that. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and I appreciate you guys watching. So thanks, and bye.